Randy worked in Notions. Down on the 4th floor, I'd see him straightening the little buttons, the possibilities and the not quite sures. He had a knack for knickknacks and tying on ribbons and bows, the little bits and pieces that hold together the highs and lows. Me, I worked all over, moving boxes as need be, saying I liked it when I was left alone, but really wishing I wouldn't be. And more often than not, I'd end up down on 4 to listen to Randy talk of iron-on patches and all we're looking for. The notions he had were a marvel, it's true. He'd say things like, money is a curtain that hides an empty room. And when asked where one could find the sequins and glue, he'd say, you gotta tear your eyes from paradise if you wanna do all you can do. And I remember when he talked to Roland in electronics, who wore a white shirt, as antiseptic as his dreams to get everything to work. Roland carried a little black box in his pocket and a lot of different keys. And he worried about the pace of change and what it was he might really need. But he was smiling when he left him, a true smile it was too. Not the kind filled with smugness or from getting more than your due. What Randy said to him, Roland never did say. But he started writing poetry in black and white and gray. And he talked to Marcy down in receiving, who always fretted for her back, 'cause there was no telling what might come in on that old railroad track. Marcy thought she'd like to travel on a cargo ship someday, but worried she'd end up like the gulls who never fly away. But after Randy showed her some thimbles and buttons shaped like drops of rain, I never saw Marcy at the store again. So people would come to see him, pretending they needed thread. Eventually, though, they'd always get what they really wanted instead. How he got so wise, no one was really sure. Probably just by listening and believing something crazy like love's the cure. But the notions he had were a marvel, it's true. He'd say things like, it's a mistake to walk in shoes that aren't for you. And when asked where one could find the sequins and glue, he'd say, if you stop listening to your heart, it'll stop talking to you. Well, I left that store many years ago and began wandering here and there, collecting bits and pieces of little beginnings and almost theirs. But thinking back the other day, I remembered Randy's kind face and how he'd say notions are just notions unless you take them someplace. I guess everyone has notions, tucked in boxes and drawers. And I guess they're a lot like old memories picked up in department stores.
Thank you.